Hello. That was awkward. But welcome to I guess a new series I'm gonna call Gamer Profile Cleanup, where I try to get all platinums slash basically 100% as many games as possible on the PlayStation. And obviously there's no platinums on the Xbox, but 100% achievements on the Xbox. I guess you can call this a 2026 New Year's resolution, even though at the time of recording this video, it's about 2 weeks into January, so I don't know if you can call it New Year's resolution, but it is something I want to go for because it's kind of gotten out of hand. I used to try to keep it manageable, at least on the Xbox, but I've played so many just like games just a little bit or like completed the story and just kind of left it behind that it's kind of really starting to irk me as a person that's at least like achievement slash trophy completionist, that I kind of want to make videos on it to keep me accountable to try and actually finish getting, well, not finish. A lot of them I did finish the story, but try to get 100% on them. So let's take a look at my PlayStation games first, because it's a little more, way more manageable. Here's my list. It's, I mean, I finished God of War. I finished Sword of the Sea. These are games I didn't, well, obviously have a platinum on. The order, but this is like a quick rundown of games that I have. Some of them I have platinums on, like Alan Wake, but I haven't played any of the DLCs, so I plan on doing that. And this like quote unquote like series of videos, I'm gonna try and get 100% on everything, not just a platinum and then that's it. Like I wanted to see that 100% on it. But yeah, Guardians I never even started, but that's a game that's just on my backlog, so I'm gonna keep it there. I know you can delete games that you never got any trophies on off of your like profile, but I'm gonna keep it on there because I'm going to play it. So these are, as I continue, that's the same thing with Cult of the Lamb. This is kind of my list of games that I have that I want to finish, slash even I guess even just to play through, counting as a backlog thing. But right now I think the initial goal is to get all the trophies for God of War 2, Sword of the Sea, and there's two more, Alan Wake, because I'm pretty sure they're pretty easy. I haven't looked at the trophies hunting list or whatever, but most of them seem like, I looked at at least the trophy itself, most of them seem like they're just stories. So as long as I just play through the DLCs, I'll get most of them, and then I'll do some cleanup. And those are 3, and then Cat Quest. That's 4 games that I think I can pretty much finish getting all the trophies in, and then we'll just take a look at, I think and we'll just look at the achievements for at least the God of War one for right now. See, these are like, I remember beating the Titan ones can be challenging, but I did it in the God of War 1, and a lot of these other ones is like, it shouldn't be too hard, a lot of these. And then for God of War, Sword of the Sea, same thing. It shouldn't be too hard as long as I look up a guide. And there was a time in my life where I didn't even want to look up guides to try to get like achievements back in the day. I didn't have a PlayStation, but I've thrown that out the door. So those are 2. And then for Alan Wake, like I said, it's just the 2 DLCs. I mean, I guess I can just like look at it, but it doesn't really matter. Most of them are story based, so I think I could finish Alan Wake pretty quickly. And then Cat Quest, I did look at it also. These shouldn't be too hard to get either, so I should be able to finish those pretty quickly. And we'll see how long for me to put out a video based on like just one game or a handful of games at the same time. But that's my PlayStation list so far. And then let's take a look at my Xbox gamer tag, which is a mess. So of course the achievements just don't pop up when I'm making this video. So here's just like a quick rundown of all the games on my gamer card. Same thing, there are games on here that I never even started that's on here I want to play, like Skull and Bones. I've heard not the greatest things about it, but you know, it's on there. And there's plenty of the games that I've gotten like 1 achievements in or whatever. I didn't even play through it, that I eventually have to get through. But since nothing's really showing up and there's so many games on my profile, that it's better for me to just talk about the few games that I'm gonna start to achievement hunt on, instead of just, you know, scrolling my whole list that you can't even see which ones I've even completed. So the few games that I'm gonna be working on the Xbox is Hurdling. I guess we'll just have to go in physically to and this is a game I've looked at it. It's only a few, it's another, probably have to play another like couple of hours to actually get all the achievements in, and these are the ones that I don't have. So this one is probably a pretty easy completion, and I guess we're gonna go to the one that's not the most easy, but it's kind of, I guess, in a medium realm. Is Hunt Showdown, which technically this one would be kind of hard. Kill an enemy hunter with the sledgehammer, which, you know, someone needs to let me get real close for me to get that. But a lot of these other ones, just a lot of cumulative ones, so I can kind of grind it out myself, even though I played this game really mostly when my friends are on. But like some of these I can probably just go in and do it myself. And obviously the Soul Survivor ones, which is basically the single player style one, I'm gonna have to do that by myself anyways. But this is more about like a long-term, hopefully I'll get it by the end of 2026 goal, and not, you know, get it like within this month. And Dark is another one that I plan on getting all the achievements for. This is also one I kind of looked up. It shouldn't be too hard. It's a lot of like, just look up the guide where to find certain things, and then basically practice for at least like the get it under 6 minutes, 12 minutes ones. These are just like repetitive practice, and then I should be able to get this one. So that one shouldn't be too hard either. Well, I guess the bright side of making this series of videos is like making me go back and remember there are achievements people added to games that I've technically completed, because Mafia the Old Country, I remember 100%ed it, but they add like a DLC, which apparently have to complete story mode again on classic difficulty. I don't really know what these are, but I'm gonna attempt to get these also. Now there is one that I have attempted like a year ago. I did it for like 2 hours, didn't get it, and I kind of gave up, that I need to go back for. And there's only one more achievement to complete this game, and that is Titanfall 2. And for those of you that have played this game and went for the completion, you guys will probably know which game it is. And I mean, which achievement it is. And it's this last one: becomes the master, placed in the top 3 on the Gauntlet scoreboard. I remember I came really close when I was attempting this, like, well, however many years, the last year, 2 years ago, whatever it is. Didn't get it. I gave up. Well, yeah, now that I'm gonna start the series of videos of me achievement hunting, I'm gonna attempt this again. I don't know when it'll be completed, but this will be a series. Well, I don't know, it's not a series, but this will be a video at some point. Watch me complete it on like the first like 30 minutes of attempting it. But this is like a quick rundown of a handful of games that I'm gonna be kind of going for at first on the PlayStation and the Xbox. We'll see how it goes, because I've always recorded myself going for these trophies / achievements, but I never did anything with those videos. I will record it and just kind of delete it again. And I thought at this point, might as well try to do a compilation of those like footages. Well, new footages, because the old ones, like I said, I deleted them. And then see how you guys like it. And then, you know, we'll go from there. If whether or not these videos succeed, I'm still gonna be you know, achievement / trophy hunting. But I thought it might be fun to kind of try to make a video series about it. But yeah, I guess with that, that's pretty much it. Those are a quick rundown, an intro video. I guess since this is a series, I'll call this the Prologue. Look forward for episode 1, which I don't know which game I'm going to be working on first, but, you know, hopefully you guys will come watch episode 1 of whichever game that I completed. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys at some point.